I am also very concerned about the PFAS, the forever chemicals that we're beginning to find in our water. And I think this is a very helpful opportunity to go ahead and go through the litigation. I've recently found that our springs, they tested 50 springs around Florida, and that Green Springs and Blue Springs and Gemini Springs tested high. So I think there needs to be more research, but I think it's an opportunity that we can do something to help our citizens and the tourists that come and generations to come, that we clean up our water. Thank you.
Donna Pepin, please.
Hi, I'm Donna Pepin from DeLand, and I've learned recently also that, as she mentioned, the three springs that are right around Deltona tested the highest in Florida for these chemicals, and so they don't know where they come from, but I think it would be foolish not to join this litigation, because that's how you'll pay for the money. And it has tested that it is in it, so we know that it's here. Apparently Lake Helen was tested, but they also have lead pipes. So for them, it will be a fortune. Their whole roads will have to be taken apart because of the lead pipes and that. Yeah, I had heard that reverse osmosis was probably the way that if you do have it, then they would have to do reverse osmosis to get it out. I think that's probably all. Okay.
Albert Bryan, please.
Albert Bryan, Deltona. Three things on this. If all the springs have been tested in our area and they're high, or even testing that they're positive for it, it's a concern. I also know that certain houses in the area were also tested at the same time, and that drinking water tested positive for it as well. Because as of right now, there's no filtration for it in our city. They just began testing for it, matter of fact. Okay. I would be more concerned about this if there was actually something showing where people have gotten sick from it, truly sick from it. What I'm more concerned is that y'all don't do the right thing and go ahead and join this lawsuit. Because anytime you are offered a way to get money and get ahead of the game for retrofitting your water plants, for fixing a problem like this, I think you need to get ahead of the game. If you pass this up and something ends up where money is actually gained from this, then you're not gaining anything at all. Matter of fact, now you're paying for what the federal government will pass by 2027 and effective by 2029. I would be more concerned also if we didn't have a public works that has been testing as of now. But I also know that all of the water departments have been testing. They've had to. So for them to say it's only, this or that, when we don't even know what the regulations are coming, and there's more than one way to actually remove this from your water. So don't just get stuck on one way to remove it. There's more than one way. At the end of the day, what do you want? You want clean water for your children. That's it. It's like a lot of things we come up here and speak at the podium about. We want things better for our children than what they are for us right now. And because I grew up in the 60s, I grew up with a lot of crapola, and I'm still here. But but at the end of the day, I still want it better for my children. So my advice is go ahead and vote yes on this, because you're not losing anything. You're not losing anything at all. And you have everything to gain from this. Because sooner or later, the federal government is going to come down with certain regulations, whether it's 4, 6, 8, 10, it doesn't matter. And as you said, at the end of the day, you want it to be at 0. You don't want this in your water for your children. Y'all have a good night.
Kathy Bryan, please.
Good evening, Kathy Bryan, Deltona. It's really scary when you think about the things that are in our water that we don't even realize are there, and there's a lot of them that we can't do anything about. So my question on this is, while the testing is going on, et cetera, and I agree, I think it's probably going to behoove us to do this. But when you look at resolutions for filtering the PFAS out, can we also look at other items that may be in the water where one solution may take care of more than just one thing? So let's think way ahead. Let's think visioning out that. So, and then I'm assuming that any monies that come in from the litigation on this to 3M, DuPont, which makes me shudder when I think of DuPont. But any monies coming in for this is what will be used to make the corrections to the water if we find out those are high. And if we do find out that there's issues, if we still have leftover, which I doubt, if we do find that there's people who are having long-term issues due to this, would there be any consideration of helping them out because of exposure? So that's my questions. Thank you.